glass on here. We'll go ahead and include that one. All right, and let's see. Why do I have it? That's a belt. Let's go ahead and we'll start with those. We'll start the auction that for $5 for any of those that are listed. Here we have the red and white one. We have the peach pearly one that are knotted pearls there. This here more, you'll see the pearls aren't the normal roundness. It looks like this more the seated, and this is a pink glass beaded one. Okay. Let's see, do I have my volume up? My volume is up. Okay. We'll take these off. I'll put these down here. Let's see what else we have under auctions. I have some of these that aren't. Where is my other purple one? Let's do this bracelet here. This is a 3-strand gunmetal bracelet. It has the red beads on it, and then it also has the red cloisonné beads on those as well. So we'll go ahead and run that. Start the auction of that, and that is running for $4. A few more seconds remaining on that. All right, thank you for looking at this. I'll put that down there. Let me move this out of the way so you won't be confused. Oh, my flower fell off. Okay. Let's do a little choice thing here of different brooches. We'll put up here. Edit. Pick one. Start these off. Okay, we're going to move that to stage. We're going to do a pick one, your choice. We have this little brooch pin here. I guess it's a blueberry martini, I guess, but it has all the stones. I don't see any maker's mark on there at all, but we'll put that there. We'll put this further down so you can see it better. Let me put, shoot, trying to see where I can put, let me do this. I'll just put those there. I want y'all to be able to see them a little bit better. I think that's better there. All right, we have this heart brooch. It's about 1 inch. Gold tone. We'll add that there. This here is unique. It's a it's actually a charm. This one. It's a saddle. I don't know what metals that is, but we'll put that one in there. This here is another. It's an M with a little pearl. That's a pendant. We'll do pendant and brooches. This here is a pretty little purple amethyst one. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. We're just going to be picking choices. This here is a musical note on that. Right. What is that? I don't know what that is. Oh, look at this is a lobster pin. Look at that. It's there. And let's do, we'll add this one in. It's a silver gold tone pendant. Okay, we'll go ahead and start this auction for pick one. That is currently running. Thank you, Clearwater Jewelry. A few more seconds remaining on any of those. If you see anything that you want me to run first in my show, just please let me know and I'll go ahead and do that for you. Look at these clip earrings. These are very disco. They're in good condition. We'll add those there. Okay, we have to add this. This here, Candy's Kisses. It is a pin from, what year is that on there? It says 1989 from Hallmark Cards. That's funny. We'll add that. I'll stand that up so I can see that. Move that down. This here is a horse pendant. I didn't test that. That could actually be gold filled or gold plated. We'll add that there. And let's see, let's add this pendant too. This here is a silver tone, just no maker's mark on there, with a black stone. All right, let's go ahead and start that one again. And that is starting. That is currently running. Okay, we'll take these down. And we'll bring up something else. Let's go ahead and run this. This here is a vintage S-shape necklace. It does say, let me see, I can't remember what it said on there. Wait a minute. It says, I think it's Darlene. Is the maker on there? Yes, Darlene. So it is signed. We'll go ahead and start the auction for that, and that is currently running. It's an open front choker. Silver tone, signed by Darlene. It did not test as sterling, David, when I tested it. And nothing on there says it. Thank you for looking at that. Let's see. That one I don't have. Where are those? Get these earrings. I do have some. I have some sterling earrings here. We can do one of the pick choices on that. Let me duplicate this. And we'll edit this one and we'll put sterling on this. We'll Take that listing. Okay, so this will be a pick one on this. I'll show you these here are hoops that are, I haven't cleaned these yet. I just left them like that. These are 1.5 inch diameter hoops, and they are engraved. They're etched. Those are nice there. I have these. These haven't been cleaned either. These are balls, but these do say here in the inside sterling 925. So these earrings. And I have these. Let me, no, I think the sterling I have right now is just the earrings that I'm going to run. These here, and they're marked on the back, sterling on there. These here did test as sterling as well. Let me get these, like a filigree. And let's see. These I don't know about. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll run these. Pick one of those sterling ones that I have. And those are currently running. A few more seconds on that. All right, thank you for looking at those. Let me set these aside here. Put those all there. Let me put, let me do another one here. Do that. That I will do. Where to go? This here is edit. Okay, these here I will do. All right, let's see. Okay, give me just a second here. Trying to find where did O2 go? Sorry, these things I just can't find when I'm scrolling them. Let's move that to state. Okay, this is going to be a choice. Pick one. These here are very nice condition. They do have all their stones. They're like almost an inch long. They are the screwbacks on these. There's no maker marks on those, but we'll put these down here. I do have these that are Monet. These hoops here, about 1.5 inches. They are stamped Monet on the inside there. Let me put these together. And these are pierced. Put those there. These here are antique. They're vintage. They're screwbacks on these. And it's strange because these didn't test. These haven't turned or anything in years. but they didn't test as sterling on those. So I don't know exactly what that is. But those have looked that way for a very long time. Let's see. What other earrings we can do? These are chandelier with the stones. These aren't marked as sterling. They're silver tone with like a yellowish stone in the inside. We can do, let's see. These here are gold button clip-ons. We'll put those there. Give you a variety here. These are old. These are white. Let me see what the says here. Oh, these are just have Japan. So these are old. These white ones there. And these here too are marked Japan as well. These are clip-ons as well. We'll put those there. All right, little variety. Let's go ahead and start that. $6. Your choice. Pick one. A few more seconds remaining on that. Okay. Let's move these off. All right. We can do, let me start this one. Let's put, do some belt buckles. We have this one, and it has all its stones on there. This here is another one. That's a carved one. So he has two belt buckles. Let's do, where are the, sorry, I'm looking, oh, here's a, we can do this leaf brooch. Is that broken? Oh, no, that looks like it's broken. It's missing something. Nope, we won't do that one. Let's do, this here's a cloisonné ring. Let's see that. Let's see what size this is. This here is like only a size 4. Put that there. We'll add this. This here is a keychain with a glass. Is that a tennis ball or is that a baseball? It's one of those. We'll add that there. This here is a pendant, an owl pendant with AB stones on it. It has everything there. Some coral color stones down there. Let's do, yes, I'll show you one now after I get done with this thing here. Here's a little shoe, like a Cinderella shoe. Little pin there. Let's see. Do that. We'll add this little owl, the green eyes on that. And we'll see if anybody wants that. Let's go ahead and start with that. That's currently running. Pick one. A few more seconds on that. All right, thank you for looking at those. Put these. I'll just put those there. All right, let's see what we have here. This here is a new piece I just got. Let me move this. This is going to duplicate. Raised. Okay, let's do this. Edit. This is brooch. This I'm going to start at 12. Did that move? Nope. Move that to stage. Did that go? Yeah. This here is a brooch. It's Victorian. It's got the background. We'll go ahead and start that. That's currently running. For anybody that's interested in this, and we'll see how long. Yeah, it's 2 inches by 1 inch. There's a few more seconds remaining on that. All right, thank you for looking at that. And we'll do edit this. Approach. This. Okay, where did that one go? Let me move this to stage. This is a bracelet that I just got. 1950s. By looking up, seeing what this was. This is green and yellow carved bangle bracelet. It did say it was a Bakelite, but I didn't have the stuff to test it with it, so it is untested. But you got the green and the yellow. We'll start the auction on that, and that is currently running. All right, thank you for looking at that. Let's do this one. This is a cinnabar. Where did that go? Oh, I did run that. I'm going to restart the auction on this. Some people can see it. Okay, put that to stage. This here is your carved cinnabar red bangle with a Chinese flower design. Let's go ahead and start the auction on that. And that is currently running. Okay, thank you for looking at that. Let's see. This here's a Trifari brooch. It's 3 inches long and 2 inches wide. It is Trifari. It does have the signature up here at the top. And we'll start the auction on that. And that is currently running. Tone Trifari brooch. Thank you for looking at that. Let's see. This here. Back to stage. This here is a large brooch. We could have used this when we had that under the sea thing. This here is 3.5 inches long. So you have your nautical there. We'll go ahead and start the auction on that. Go tone. See no maker's mark on that anywhere, but it's in very good condition. Okay, thank you for looking at that. Let's do this little one here. We will restart that. This here is a heart shape with your pearls, 1950s, 60s heart pin. We'll start the auction for that, and that is currently running. Okay, thank you for looking at that. All right, let's look at, this is an older piece. Where is my, let's edit this one. Start this. Okay, why didn't you? Let's do, this is going to be a nice vintage necklace. They look like acorns on there. Let me move this stage. This. Necklace. All right, we'll move that to stage. Let me add this picture. Do that. Okay. Let's start that. That is currently running. This here is a vintage. I don't think I saw a maker's mark on this. No. But you got your faux pearls there. Then you have these. These here are marble and plastic. That's a cute older piece on that. All right, I'll take that down. I also had, let's do this. All right. Let me start this one. This here is a blue. They're glass beads on this. You got your blues, your turquoises, and your light blues on that. And this is the back of it. They got leaves there. And that piece. Let's see. What is this one? All right. we'll go ahead and start the auction on that, and that is currently running. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Do you want to do some bracelets or more necklaces? You want me to combine stuff? Let me know. Let's see. This here. What was this? Oh, this was that. This here, let me see. This has a, can't see with my glasses on. What is that? Oh, this is sterling. This here. This piece here is sterling. It says it here on that tag there. It's a necklace. Let me see how long this is. That is 8 inches long. Let me see. Yeah, so it would be a 16-inch chain on that. That's a cute piece. We will start that. Where's my sterling one? Okay, let's move that to stage. And we'll edit this. Okay. I have to remove that from stage. I wanted to bring that down to a $10 start on that one. We'll do a $10 start. And that, we'll take that. All right, we'll update that. Now let's see if I can find it. Here it is. Move that to stage, and that is currently running for this sterling necklace. Nice little dainty 16-inch long chain, and it is stamped 925. All right, thank you for looking at that. That here. This here. This is a unique piece. This has some age to it. Let me do this. Let's do necklace. I'll put this up here. Take a picture of that. All right. We can start this at 10. Why is it not? Sorry. It's not working with me too well today. Let's do edit that. Take a picture. Let's do necklace. Okay, I'll listing. Move this to stage. Okay, so this is you'll see you have your faux pearls. This is the clasp in the back. And then it has that chandelier. So we'll go ahead and start that. We'll start the auction for that. And that is currently running. A few more seconds. All right. Thank you for looking at that. Let's do, what is this? Just a second. Get this untangled now. Well, all right. I'll just wait on that. How about a belt? This here is, see, nothing that it's not sterling, but it's your silver tone. And it's your long belt that you put around your waist. That's how they are there. Let me see how long this is. 17, so it's 34 inch. I'll do that. This is a belt, not a necklace. We will start that for you. $8. Let me belt one. Yeah, we'll start that for $6. Okay. Oh my gosh, why is this not? Got it. One, 6. All right. We'll move that to stage. And we'll start the auction for that, and that is currently running. Anybody that's interested in this silver belt, all right, thank you for looking at that. Let's do, I have another belt. I'll move that to stage. This here is a gold medallion belt with like a full mother of pearl. It's not real there. And this one's 37 inches long. And that's the end of it. So when it hangs, oh, there's that witch. All right. Let's start the auction on that. And that is currently running. You can't even see, there's the front of it. And that is a belt. It is made from Hong Kong. All right, thank you for looking at that. that to stage. This here is a Pure One art glass cuff bracelet, sandstorm with green and rust. Fits wrist from 7.5. We'll start the auction on that, and that is currently running. All right. Let's look at this. Let's see. Another. Let's do. Oh, this is a sterling bracelet. I forgot I had this. This is 7.5 inches long. And it is stamped sterling here on the back. It says something else. Let's see. Yeah, oh, it says 925 Thailand is where this was made. And there's a closure on there. There we go. We'll go ahead and start that, and that is currently running. With 5 stones, sterling silver. All right, thank you for looking at that one. Oh, I did have this one. This is sterling silver too. This is a mother of pearl, or no, that's an abalone shell. Excuse me, butterfly, and it's stamped here in the back. 925 from Mexico, and we'll start the auction on that. That is currently running for you. Okay, we will save that. Where are those? Wait just a second. I've got these from Napier, and I have those. Let's move these to stage. Yeah, I forgot these are tested too. These here are sterling. They just need to be cleaned up again. They're in a flower design and have that pretty red stone in them. They're a 1/2 inch. We'll start the auction for those, and those are currently running. They are for pierced ears. All right. Put those there. Let's do these. These here were the two-tone sunflower drop earrings that were by Napier. I don't know if I'm saying that right. There are those. We'll start the auction for those. And those are currently running. They are the pushback clipped earrings that they do have. Where's the Napier? Oh, it's here at the bottom. Napier is there. A few more seconds remaining on those. Okay. Let's do Let me edit this listing. One. Let's see. We'll start this at 6. We'll do another. Oh my God. Good. We're going to do another choice. We'll start this. It's this one for $6. The next stage. I think I got some of these hanging crystal. These light crystal. Those are cute to hang on your windows, or here's another one with different colors. Put that one there. This here is a clear one, but it has the AB ones. You see the different colors in there. And that. And then we have one that has a bird on it with those. Okay. So we have those 4. Let's go ahead and start that with a choice. This one's with the bird. So you can see that. We'll start the auction for that, and that's currently running. Okay. All right. We'll set those aside. All right. We're going to do a choice again. But this one's going to be, where's the choice for the brooches? Okay, we'll move that to stage. This is going to be a choice for brooches. This here is an enamel flower brooch. This here is a large one. Let's see. This is 4.5 inches long. So we'll have that one. I don't have any signatures on that, so we'll put that down. We'll have this brooch here, and that's the back of it, your clasp. Those are pretty colors in that one. We'll do this one here, your leaf with your pearls on that. This here is a pretty one. This is a butterfly with your AB stones in that, and all the stones are present. Oh, this one's a Leah Sophia. This one, the butterfly. This here, I don't know. That's a butterfly or that's a some other, but it's got a stone there. That's pretty. We'll put that there. Let's see which other one. Oh, we'll add these 2. This one here, it's hand painted. That one's in the 30s or 40s. And this we have, I think I have this one listed. We'll wait on that. We'll add this one to it too. All right, let's see. How many we have on there? 3, 6, 7. We have 7 on there. So we'll start that. that is currently running. For anybody interested in those. All right. Let's see. Is there anything in particular you guys would like to look at? Go ahead and run these. These are vintage 1940s, your cross stitch little purses or coin purses. They're only 6x3. They're very clean in the inside. We'll start the auction for that, and that is currently running. Let me see if I have any of the Ches brooches. I don't think I have any of them that say that they're from Ches. Okay, let me go ahead and take these off. These here. All right. See what we can do as far as necklaces. This one's here a little bit taller. Here is this one? That. See, I don't know if it's slimy. That's a gold tone. Move this out of the way so you can see that. We'll run this. Where is my listing for that? Necklace. Just a second. Change that one. I'll start this one for $8. I'll move that to stage. And that one is currently running. Let me see how long this is. This here's a 10-inch drop all the way. And it has adjustable thing on that. Okay. Get this one. We're going to restart this one. This here's another nice vintage necklace in the 80s. We'll start the auction for that one. That's currently running. A few more seconds remaining on that. All right, thank you for looking at that. Let's see. Let me move that to stage. Let's see, where did it go? I hate when I try to be so organized and then I can't find them. Okay, let's remove that one from stage and I'll put the other one on. This one, we'll move that one to stage. This here is your green beaded necklace. These here, lucite, it has matching earrings that go with it. And they're pierced earrings. They're hanging. We'll run that, and that is currently running. Okay, thank you for looking at that one. Let's look at this. Get some of these out of the way. This here. This is a large, chunky one, but it's got all the blue stones on it. The smoke stones, rhinestones. It's definitely a statement piece. I'm going to start the auction from that one. That one's currently running. All right, thank you for looking at that. Okay, let's see. Do some bracelets. Put this up here so you can see them. Auctions. Where are my bracelets? Why is that white one not there? That blue one. Okay, I must have not loaded this one. Let me see if I just... This one here is that confetti one. I'm not sure where that listing went. I had that on there. Let me hit that. This is the confetti bracelet. This one will start at $18. Update. Okay. This here is vintage. I want to say it was the 40s or 50s. You got the blue lucite there. We'll go ahead and start the auction for that, and that is currently running. Okay. Thank you for looking at that one. Let's see. Move this to stage. This here is a vintage 1950s religious pen. You got St. Mary. This did test between 10 and 12 karat. We'll go ahead and run that. And that is the back of it. Okay. Let's put some of these. These are scarves or brooches. We have that one that's there. This one. We have this one here. This one has a pearl on it for that. This here is Lady Remington brooch on this. That's signature there. We'll put this Roadrunner. It's got the red stone in the eye. Let's do this little fella with a blue eye. Okay. Here's an owl. Okay. I think that's all I've got of those. Try to run gold ones. And then we'll do some silver tone. Let's see. Let's do brooches. That to stage. Restart. Okay, so this is your choice. Pick one, and that is currently running. Okay. Let's remove that from stage. Let's see. What can we do? We can do, let's edit. Oops. Start. Okay. Let's move this to stage. This is, I revised that to $8 for pick two. Any of those. Let's run that. To pick any two of those. A few more seconds remaining on that. Okay, thank you. Thank you for looking at those. Take those off. Let's add on some bracelets. You now can do your choice there. We're getting towards the end of the show before we go and raid our next buddy. Okay, let's do those. This here. Edit. Two. Okay. Oh my gosh. Restart. This is edit. Give me just a second. Okay. All right, let's do this. We've got 5 different bracelets on here that we're going to start them off at $8. Pick 2. We'll start in the auction on that, and that is currently running. You have this gunmetal bracelet there, this with a tiger's eye. You have this here, this saffron bangled one, and this turquoise one. All right, nobody wanted that. Okay, let's just run what we have here. This here is a heart pin, 2 inches. I'm going to start that auction for $4. That's currently running. All right, thank you for looking at that. Let's see. Here, this is the purple one. Oh, here it is. Here's this purple. Move that to stage. This is a silver tone. This is a layering necklace. These here are acrylic. It's a pretty purple on that. I'll put that there. We'll start the auction for that. That's currently running. All right, thank you for looking at that. This is a cute little necklace that has it's a silver tone necklace. Let's put it up like this. It's got a little jacket on there. And we will start that. Let's see. Which one can we use? right. That. We'll update that. Move that to stage, and we'll start the auction for that one with it's a little jacket, and it has little rhinestones on it there. I'll have a maker's mark on it. Okay, thank you for looking at that. Let's do, we have a few more minutes. This is a Liz Claiborne giraffe brooch. Has her signature right there. Let's go ahead and start the auction for that. That's currently running. All right. Let's see. Move this stage. This here is National Society of Daughters of American Revolution's pin. It has their stamp back here, NSDAR. It is a pin, but also can be a pendant as well. We'll start the auction for that, and that's currently running. Okay. We're in that. Where are those? Let's show these. Where did those go? Move these to stage. These here are, let me get them turned around. These are 4 inches long. Gold tone fringe earrings. These are from the Cayman Islands. We'll start the auction for those, and those are currently running. All right. Let's see. We have that at. Let's see. Let's do. Move the piece to stage. These are pierced shell earrings. Those are mother of pearl. They are pierced. Start the auction for those. Those are currently running. All right, thanks for looking at those. We do have these. Where are these? These stage. These are vintage coral. The original packaging. There's a stamp there, coral, on the back of that. There it is. I'll start the auction for those, and those are currently running. few more seconds on those. Right. Let's see. Where'd that little guy go? We'll do this guy. This is Cowboy Kid. It's Montana Silversmith. That's the Peridot Green first stone. We'll start the auction on that. All right. Do that. Let's see what else we've got. Just a couple of minutes. Move that. I have these here. Where did the other one go? All right. There it is. Here are the sailboat earrings. Let these go like that. And like that. I think they're not hanging right. Here they are. Here they go. I didn't have them hanging the right way. These here, those are currently running. Okay. I have this. This here is a dog tag cross cut out. It was tested for 10 to 12 karat gold. And we'll start the auction for that. That is currently running. That is the top. That is the back side there. All right, thank you for looking at that. Let's see. Where do I have? I have this necklace, got the toggle closure. It's brown marble in your beads, and it does have the matching earrings with these. Put those there. Start the auction for that, and that's currently running. Okay. All right, well, we're going to be headed over to our next show. Thank you so much for spending time with me this evening. I will be looking out for some other things to bring to you guys that hopefully y'all would like. Let's go over and head over. Enjoy Sunday, and I hope everybody has a great week. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Let's see, is she not on? Let me see. All right, we're waiting for Kingly Kristen. All right, she should be starting in a second. Let's see. I'll show you another brooch. This is a Liz Claiborne. Let's see, where am I? Restart. This to stage. This here is a Liz Claiborne. You got your mother of pearl and your abalone. That's there. There's her signature there in the back, right here. We'll go ahead and start the auction for that. That's a dragonfly that is currently running. Okay, let's see if she has started yet. All right, I'm not sure if she's not jumping on yet. All right. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end the show. I'm sorry, I got to get going, but I don't see that she's on right now. I'm sure she'll be getting on soon. Thank you again. I hope you have a wonderful week.